Yo, what is good, guys? I hope you all enjoyed the long weekend. I spent most of it researching these phantom bars and fractals and algorithms, and I am very excited to share with you guys what I have found. I highly recommend you watch this video because if you can understand this stuff on your own and figure it out and just understand it, however much you're working with right now, you can make millions. It's it's just a matter of finding the patterns and understanding the rhythms and how it all works. And if you can do that, well, you're set for life. So I highly recommend watching this whole video through. Make sure to show it some love, give it a like, and subscribe, in hopes that you guys join me on this journey into discovering the secrets beyond the stock markets and all the patterns in it. So with all that being said, let's just hop into it. So in my previous videos, if you were watching them, watch them, you would know that I mentioned these phantom bars. These phantom bars, like this one, I said they do not show up on TradingView, but they show up on Thinkorswim, Webull, and Robinhood. And disclaimer, I really don't have a very solid structure for these videos because there's a lot to put together all at once, and there's so many things to explain and put together, so it might be a little messy, so you're gonna have to bear with that. But yeah, with that being said, let's just get back into it. These phantom bars, I said they aren't on TradingView, and they're on those other platforms. And in my Discord, I found out that it has to do with what data sources I have access to, and that I came across this in my Discord with the other people that have been working with me and, just working with me on this stuff. If you want to join that Discord, we are running a July 4th sale, which, the last time we ran this was Memorial Day weekend. After this, there's no more holidays, so no more discounts, and I would take advantage of this. I really highly recommend you take advantage of this. Get a lot of access to a lot of, information, day trading, swing trading, investing, all of that. This is the place to learn it if you want to learn how to make money. I'm telling you, this is the place. So, that being said, I want to explain to you, all this data stuff, where it's coming from. So, I was not paying for this data source, which I figured out with someone in the Discord that who showed me his chart on TradingView. He had the phantom bars and I didn't. I was like, "Whoa, how do you have these?" And I don't. And we figured out it's because of this data source, NYSE Arca. So, this is for like the definition. It's an exchange market that it's a computer system to match all the orders, mainly between the big institutions, and these orders, a lot of the times, line up with specific times. There's three auctions every trading day: early open, core open, and closing auction. And this is a lot. I am very new to this stuff. Like, this is the first time I've really seen this stuff. So if you understand this better than I do, feel free to explain it to me or whatever. But what I found is these phantom bars occur at 5 a.m. My time, Eastern time, 8 a.m. So these phantom bars occur right when this auction opens at 5 a.m. my time, 8 a.m. Eastern time. As you can see, same time right down here, 5 a.m., 5:01 a.m. So I really think it has something to do with the core open auction imbalance. And in this, there are these specific orders: limit on open order, market on open order. And I believe, I think these are bids that the institutions are putting in, betting where the market goes. And institutions have way more access to data than we do. They have access to way more data than we do, retail. And so they can really know where the tops and bottoms are. And I've been mapping out all of these phantom bars, and it's insane. you'll see. Let me put them all up. So let me move all of this clutter. We're just gonna leave the text there, whatever. So oh, it's on the other one. So I have a lot of tabs open because I have two different fractals that I'm going to be showing you guys, which are on two different tabs. But the phantom fractals, or the phantom bars, let me put them up. So you have the ones that map out the tops and the ones that map out the bottoms. So it's astonishing. These things snipe the bottoms and tops. Like, just look for yourself. It snipes the bottoms and tops. It's unbelievable. So if you can follow these, if you can figure it out, you know how long they usually take to hit, you can really figure out where the tops and bottoms are. So that's something interesting I found, how perfectly they find the bottoms and tops. So I strongly believe that it has something to do with this and these specific orders that institutions put in, betting on where the market goes. So with that being said, I want to show you these fractals and these algorithms that I've discovered. So first off, I'm going to show you CPI. So here are the dates. CPI was on Thursday. CPI algorithm, CPI after hours, CPI gap up, gap down. So, okay, so this is March, and this is February. So, first off, I'm going to explain to you just kind of the structure, I guess. So, you have mainly starting on Tuesday, I believe the days were the same. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, so it's one day off with the weekdays, but regardless, it's the same structure. So this day, 2 days before CPI, you have this choppy day, but this is where it really starts. You get a gap up into this flat day, or like uptrend, and then you have the scoop, and you have a drop, and that's what you get here. You get a gap up, and you have this upwards trend, a scoop, and then you have this gap down into CPI. And I knew on the 7th, which is when I was talking about it in the Discord, I said, I think Wednesday will be green, and we gap down Thursday morning. And here I say, Thursday with CPI we drop, and we find a bottom before foam C. Foam C was, this is foam C. We found a bottom 1 day before foam C. And what happened after this? Here we were at 413. 2 weeks later or something, we're at 460. And this is where I quadrupled down on my short position, and I sold at 380, which I showed you quite a while ago in one of my earlier videos, but I knew what was going to happen. I made so much money this week because I knew when the gaps would be and what the next day would even look like. But there are these things called disruption gaps. Disruption gaps, and there's a lot of these algorithms that I don't know if it's intentionally trying to throw someone or like automatic trading bots or something, try to throw them off, but there's disruption gaps, there's magnet gaps, there's main gaps, gap fill algorithms, sell-off algorithms. There are so many, and it's going to take me quite a while to figure out how to clearly explain them to you guys, which won't all be in this video, but this is just a video of me documenting my finds and my discoveries. So it's going to be this CPI algorithm and then another algorithm which I found this weekend, which I'm dubbing as the Phantom Fractal, and that one is pretty cool, just like this one, which I'm going to keep explaining. So what you have here is you get your gap down on CPI, and in this day, looking even closer, so sadly I can't show you on the 1 minute because This is several months back to where they aren't reporting this data anymore, so luckily I took screenshots. So this is February. This is the main structure of it. You can see you have your scoop. So this is February, and this is March. So you can see, on this stage you get this scoop, and you gap down. Same thing, gap down. But the only difference is in February you fill this gap right at the open, and also the phantom bar predicts where it's gonna gap down to on the dot. This blows me away. So the low of this phantom bar is 450.94, 450.86. So 8 cents off. It goes right down to it. I don't know. It's crazy. But anyways, February you gap down and you fill this gap right away, and you get this scoop here. 5 waves down, you create a channel, and you get this scoop right at the end of it. Here, scoop, 5 waves down, you create a channel, and you get a scoop right here. Right here, we were supposed to sell off. This is March. This is the original algorithm in fractal. So, the one that happens first is the original. So here, you're supposed to sell off right after that scoop. Here, it's the complete opposite. Like, literally opposite. Here, you get an explosion to the upside. In February, you get an explosion to the downside. And this is where the algorithm disconnects to basically shift into another algorithm, a gap fill algorithm where volume shuts off and it prioritizes filling a gap, which is this gap. We were supposed to fill it in the morning, this threw me off because I didn't know what was happening. We were supposed to gap fill right away and we didn't gap fill. So that's what happened here, and it happened at the same time. So you disconnect right here when you were supposed to sell off like in February, and you fill this gap, and right here. So you fill this gap, and the next day you reconnect to the algorithm, which is what happens here. At the same time, right here, this is where you reconnect to it pretty much. You reconnect to it at the same time. 1050 right here, and you reconnect to it at 1050 right into the end of the day. So you can see it's the same, as well as I'm going to show you here. I'll just put it up right now. CPI repeat. This, I copied these candles and these candles and I put them under each other, and it's the same. It reconnected to the algorithm once that gap fill algorithm completed, and it was able to reconnect. That's what happens, and you finish the algorithm with your 2 days of selling off. Like in February, right after you finish the CPI gap down, gap fill, you get your sell off, and then your second day of selling off. And once you're reconnected, sell off, second day of selling off, and you found your bottom before foam C. So that's the CPI algorithm. It makes me speechless. It's the same, and if you can figure this out, if you can figure out when the algorithms will happen, when the fractals will happen, and identify, the disruption gaps, which you'll see in the next fractal and algorithm, if you can figure this out, you will make so much money. More money than you need, because you can predict what the next day will do, what it will look like, where it's going to go. If you can figure this out, you will be a millionaire. I guarantee you that. And I encourage you to join me along this journey, because either if I figure it out, I can share it with you guys, you can get better with it, and if we all work together, retail might be able to be better at this stuff than they are right now, which frankly is just not really good. So this is our chance to get ahead, and I'm hoping to be the face of this. Phantom bars, algorithms, and fractals. So now we're going to move on to the phantom fractal, which I discovered this weekend. So what we have here, this is February and okay, yeah. So 5 minute or 10 minute time frame. Which one's on there? 10 minute. Okay, so if you've been watching my videos, I've actually been comparing these areas. I didn't look very closely, which I really wish I did earlier, but these are the same. If you watch my earlier videos, I said this is what it looks like. You float for a while before you have a big drop. And I compared this many times in plenty of my videos when we were around here. And if I looked closer sooner, it is the same. And when I say the same, it's the exact same. So the original algorithm is made up of 5 days. Maybe these days these were very unclear, but you'll see. So 5 days, and this is 6 days. This white box is a disruption gap where it throws off the algorithm pretty much, and then it completes a day or so after, and so you'll see. So what I did is I copied all of these except this day. This threw me off so much. Like I don't know how many hours I spent trying to figure out what was wrong with this area, because this was the same and this area looked similar, but this was just off. And what I did was I copied the bars. It is the same down to the gaps and down to the phantom bars too. Let me make this smaller. It is the same. Like, just look for yourself. You get this insane burst upwards. You have a gap, phantom bar. You get like basically an actual drop. Oh no, this phantom bar was the reverse. So let me point this out first. I don't want to go too off track here and confuse all of you, but give me a second here. So I might have to. Okay, I'll just have to draw myself. So in the original phantom fractal, you have this phantom bar right here. This phantom bar establishes a support for the entire algorithm, or the rest of the algorithm. So from here and all the way out to here, it establishes the floor for this algorithm. And let me just show you quick. So it establishes a floor, even on this candle too. Pretty much, it doesn't go down to it perfectly, but you can see it. In this one, it establishes a ceiling, right here. So this one establishes a ceiling. So I'm not sure what the meaning of this is, but it's the opposite. And okay, with that being said, I'll put these back up, and it's the same. Even with the phantom bars, which is not really a real movement, it still does the same movement here. And you know, just look, it's the same. You get this move down here, you get this move down, and after hours, a phantom bar, kind of the opposite again or whatever. This dip, gap up, phantom bar. It's the same. And here is where this disruption gap comes in. So in after hours, right during after hours, you can see you're flat in after hours, even on the day after. So you get this gap, and I think it has to do with the phantom bar actually, instead of completely filling this gap. But here, what you did is, let me put it back up. So where's the phantom bar? This one. So here, what you did is you tagged it once right before close, and then the next day in the morning, you fill it you hit it during the day to the downside. And on this day, what happened was you hit it going into the end of the day, but the next day, you got your phantom bar, but it wasn't during the day, it wasn't during open, and you get this gap too. So this was not an official one, and this is where you could tell it disconnected, and just it interferes with the algorithm and throws you off. It threw me off for like a while, and I finally figured out that this is a disruption gap, just like in CPI, where you didn't fill this gap, right away, and it threw it off, and it has to disconnect to complete it. So what happened here, you disconnected, and it kind of had to fix it basically. And what do? You hit it in the morning, and this is where the algorithm reconnects perfectly. Like, I cannot stress how perfect it is. The original one, you flat the entire after hours. Here, you flat and then it disconnects, and then you reconnect the next day on the second half of pre-market. So, like, after hours and pre-market, it disconnects here. You reconnect to it, it's flat, and you get your move up, just like in this one. It is the same. It's the exact same. And then it follows it for the rest of the day and into the next day where you get this gap down and then this move, which is off by technically half a day because this part's odd. This, I didn't look farther than this, but this part might be the same because, you know, you had like this whole area was off, so I might add like another day or something, but you get what I'm trying to say here. It's the same, and it blows me away. I don't know how to like just put all of this in words. It's astonishing. If you can identify these before they happen, if you can anticipate them and know when they're disconnecting so it doesn't throw you off too much, you will make millions. And I'm getting close to the answers. This is one of the smaller time frame algorithms I've found. I've found bigger ones, which I'm going to show you now. There's one that's taken exactly 1 year to finish and play out, which I'm going to show you quick. So, where is it? CPI weeks, green and red. So this is where this algorithm starts. You can see you have yellow, which is CPI week, red out of CPI, and then green into the next CPI. Red, green, into CPI, red, green, into CPI, red, green. Okay, so you get the point of that, and this is where it's different. You get green out of this CPI, and then the pattern starts. And where does this pattern start? It starts on September 2nd, September 1st, whatever that is. So we'll do September 2nd, I guess, and we'll go to where the pattern ends. September 2nd, a year later, okay? September 2nd, September 2nd, 2020, September 2nd, 2021. And it's incredible. I just don't know how to put it into words. And then you have something that I found was a macro cycle where is it? Same structure. You have this is a little weird. It's been a while since I've looked at this, so okay, so you have a gap here, and then a gap on the other side of it, and then a gap on the bottom before you reverse to the upside, and then you get a gap on the other side, and then 3 gaps before you get this top, a dip into another top, and then 2 gaps before you hit the bottom, or 1 gap before you hit the bottom, you get the bottom, and then you get a gap after it, and then this thing, this top, you get a, that seems to be where it ends, kind of. You get a dip here, another top, dip here, another top, and then this structure looks similar as well. So if you can figure this out, you're set for life. And I'm not sure if this is information I should know or whatever, but this is where the money is gonna be made, and I'm getting close. I'm already making progress, but there's a lot of hidden things in this market, a lot of stuff hidden in the charts, and once I figure this out, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with that information. I don't know if I'll keep it on here, keep it in the Discord, whatever it is, but it's gonna be a journey. So that's all I have for this video. I'll talk more about those specific gaps, the sell-off algorithms, disruption gaps, magnet gaps, main gaps, because there's a lot. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna end this video. I hope you watched this whole thing through, and if you did, if you decide to look into this yourself, I encourage you to share what you find with me. So I can put it out there, I can incorporate it, especially if it's something I'm not aware of or I don't know. But this is your chance to make money. I'm gonna be the face of this, because I've never seen anyone point this stuff out, and yeah, I might be the first, besides institutions or whatever, because I don't think there's anything we know that they don't know. So yeah, we'll see where this all goes. I'm excited to finally have a platform to share this with everybody. So that's where I'm going to leave this video. Make sure to show it some love. Give it a like and subscribe, because I don't know if I should be sharing this, because, I don't know. Whatever. Make sure to show it some love. Give it a like and subscribe. And join the Discord before we take this discount down. This lifetime deal. So make sure to go check it out. It'll be in the description. And yeah, I think I'll have another video uploaded today on what I think for SPY in the coming week. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave this video. So peace out, guys.